EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Quit talking about it.
80 weapons.
36. Switch.
Look. Squeeze.
He's got it. We got double up.
Hey, stand off.
Quit. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Landry. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's how we do.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
44.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Rock it. Stand.
Throwing on first down. Landry. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Go. Ready?
From the gun, Landry. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
15 Look at me. Zipper. Leo. Paul.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
22 jet bomber.
Deuce.
Now.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
I can't believe they let you play.
5.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check safety. Christian, Travis. Hey, orbit.
Throwing again. Landry is caught. Reception by Holmes. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Squeeze. Hey, stand up.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Rock it.
Watch out.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down, Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Sean Davis with a pick, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Locke will try to sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Locke with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Yes.
Off the play fake. Landry. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Anderson. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
The throw over the middle, taken in. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
5.
Following the fumble recovery, Landry. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll run. Anderson. Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Rip right. Switch.
Hey, exit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back working in sync.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike, 55. Bravo.
55. We got it.
Shoot.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey.
Hey.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, ready?
Clock now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Mike, 5.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Check, check. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Smooth. Step.
On 1st down, Landry. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Hey, Haywood. 56 to Mike. Topper. Look, squeeze.
Check, check. Fresno.
Check. 5. Speaker.
Back to the air on second down. Landry. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Who draw quarter? Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Go. Ready.
Throwing now is Lott. And he'll find Hall. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Lott. Now he steps away. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Lott going to throw. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer.
Again, Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Ready? Hey, wahoo! Be driven.
Operating from the gun. Landry. And it's caught by Parker. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guy. On the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. Chance.
Leo.
They run it again with Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Check 55 to Mike.
Ready?
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Watch the curls. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Look at me, zippers.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock now on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitance.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Broncos 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Yo, cheetah. Hit it.
To throw again. Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Win championships, baby.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 55.
Bravo.
Hey, check.
Go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, they scared.
Blocked to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 99. Big air. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Go.
Tighten up. Shit.
Another toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's coming.
Rock it. Get it.
They run. Anderson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, echo.
56, check 56.
2nd and 6. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Smith.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's get the ball.
Snap.
On 3rd down, Landry.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.